This series of videos will show parents how multiplication is taught in primary schools and how you can support your child at home. In the previous video, we looked at methods introduced in years 1 and 2, multiplication by repeated addition, arrays, and using a number line. These methods are continued in year 3 and 4, with further ones introduced. These new methods will cover partitioning. The next method I'm going to show you is partitioning. That basically just means splitting the digits into their tens and units. And this is done throughout both key stages, and the level of difficulty is really based on the number. So here we've got 43 times 5, and we can split or partition the 43 into 4 tens, being 40, and 3 units. And then we can multiply the 40 now by 5 to make 200, and then the 3 by 5 to make 15. Then all we have to do is we need to add the two answers together. 200 plus 15 equals 215. So therefore 43 times 5 equals 215. I'm just going to do one more example now, multiplying a 3-digit number by a single digit. Again, we partition the 123 into 100s, tens and units, so we have 100, 20 and 3. And then we multiply each of those by 5, so 100 times 5 equals 500, 20 times 5 equals 100, and 3 times 5 equals 15. Then we add those all up. 500 plus 100 plus 15 equals 615. And then put the answer back into the original number sentence. 123 times 5 equals 615. The next method is the grid method, which helps the children really visualise partitioning and understand how each digit needs to be multiplied by every digit. Here we have 43 times 5, and I've drawn a blank grid. And here we can partition or split the 43 into 40 and 3 and write it down one side of the grid, and then we can put the 5 at the top. Then we multiply each of the numbers by each other, so 40 times 5 equals 200 and 3 times 5 equals 15. The two answers then can be added together. 200 plus 15 equals 215. And therefore we can go back to the original question. 43 times 5 equals 215. Now looking at another example, 123 times 5, we can do exactly the same thing. We split the 123 into 100, 20 and 3 and write it down the side, and then write 5 at the top. Then as before, we multiply each of these out. So 100 times 5 equals 500, 20 times 5 equals 100, and 3 times 5 equals 15. Then we can add those up. 500 plus 100 plus 15 equals 615. And then put those into the original answer. 123 times 5 equals 615. I'll show one further example for a 3-digit number. I won't talk through this one, I'll just click it through to just show you how it works. The next video will look at multiplication using the expanded short method and the compact method, usually met in years 5 and 6. Hopefully you found this useful, and I hope to see you again soon.